What's going on, guys? TalkAstonVilla here, finally back for another video. How you guys doing? Aston Villa transfer news is finally back for the month of January. We have 3 ins and 3 outs. We're going to start with the outs, start a little bit more negative, I guess, if you can look at it. Confirmed departure earlier this week, or even last week. Jordan Graham, the 19-year-old winger, left for Wolves. Obviously, he was on a loan there since November. Signs an 18th-month deal with the Molyneux outfit. Obviously, a Midlands rival. Obvious, just wasn't getting game time for us. Was struck with injury when his times at Wolves. Kenny Jackett thought he'd give him more time and officially saw something in. Obviously, Lambert didn't see. So really departure for him. Next, obviously, there's the Fabian Delph thing. What's your thoughts on that? Should he leave? Should he stay? Should he sign a contract? Do you want him to sign one? Are you tired about it? Let me know in the comments below. It's one of those things I'm looking at it now thinking just leave. I'm kind of getting tired of it. If you don't want to sign a contract, leave. I see him more as a Spurs player anyways. That kind of just the way he plays, his finesse is just his overall attitude seems and play style seems like it fits Spurs better maybe than it would us. We're not getting the proper support from him anyways. Really fantastic player, does fantastic stuff, but he also does stupid stuff. Every player does, but I'm just getting tired of it. He can leave. Obviously, there was a suggested rumor of around £3 million. I don't know if it was Spurs that were really bidding on that, or there's a couple other clubs interested. But that's disgraceful. He at least should go anywhere between 5 and 15 million, in my opinion. January's always inflated. Get an inflated price for him, or have him sign a contract at least so we can sell him in the summer somehow at least. Obviously, this comes out the whole thing of Spurs trying to get rid of Yunus Kabul as a defender. Could there be a potential swap there? There's been links. We don't really need another defender centrally, but if Flyer leaves, that could help. Would you want that? Let me know in the comments below. Obviously, next we have Ron Vlaar. He's been linked to leave for, last season and a half, really, ever since the World Cup, and even before that. His contract is done, again, like Delph, at the end of the season. Do you want him to stay? Do you want him to go? Do you want to sign another contract, or do you want to move on? For me, fantastic World Cup, but I don't really see how a World Cup can justify, yes, it's the biggest stage, but how does that justify him being one of the best defenders in the world that people were saying after the World Cup he's not? He has struggling years for us. He was our best defender out of a poor group, and that was easy to say for the last few seasons. It's easy to say now with the likes of Clark, Akore, even Baker, and having Senderos as like a fourth string. We have a decent rotation there, and they're starting to finally really play to their potential. At least it seemed like for a while. We're starting to defend well, and it's great to see. Now we're keeping clean sheets, and now we have to score. Now going into the ins, everyone's favorite parts. Obviously, we have officially joined, apparently, another list of Premier League clubs, with Palace being the lead, interested in Swansea striker Bafétimbi Gomez, which I'm just going to throw this right in, as Messi seconds say, a bullshit bin. It's not going to happen. Clearly it's not going to happen. Wilfred Bonny looks like he's going on a £30 million move to Manchester City. No chance they're going to let him go to Palace now or to Villa. And he doesn't want to be second string. He would be the primary striker probably in this case when Boney leaves. Why would he want to be second fiddle to Benteke? It wouldn't make sense. Palace are heavily linked with Ricky Lambert too, so there's battles there. I think he'll stay. I doubt they're going to lose 2 strikers in January, especially. It's really hard to get a decent striker in January. And then lose both of them? No way. It's really thrown out of the bin there. Next, we've been linked with 21-year-old midfielder Jonathan Williams for Crystal Palace. Will this happen? Yes or no? I've heard a loan to buy or just straight up buy for basically not really much at all. I don't know what the fee was, but it was a very low fee. Young midfielder, looks promising, would probably get loaned out and get some experience out there, play the odd cup match in the future. I don't know much about him, so I'm not going to really just take up time and bullshit with fake stats and all that, but looks like a decent prospect. Seen him play in, 1 or 2 matches maximum. Looks like a decent player. Do we need him? Maybe not necessarily now, but if you get him cheap, why not? Adds to, I guess, quality in the future. And the last one, the biggest one of really the last week or so, Scott Sinclair, obviously should have never, in my opinion, joined City. What's your thoughts on him? Should Villa sign him? We're linked. This is the whole conundrum. They're linked 2.5 million, obviously with Scott Sinclair. Manchester City want between 2.5 and 3. 2.5, they said they'd take it. I heard a rumor earlier today and yesterday and today saying we're struggling to pay 2.5 million and we're trying to even cut it to half that, if not around a 2 million mark, and City won't go for that. If we can't even afford 2.5 million, there's something wrong. Like, seriously, something wrong. Obviously, Lambert's looking for an out-and-out winger to support Benteke. We don't really have any. Ron Lahor's MIA right now. Vyman's been MIA since the beginning of the season. What's your thoughts there? I welcome that gladly. I'd welcome that any day of the week. He was fantastic for Swansea. Don't really judge him on his City really tenure. He didn't really even get any chances. Don't really judge him on your West Brom. He had no support there, and it was what, 300 plus minutes, if that, with really on the pitch for West Brom on loan last season. That's absolutely nothing. There's really no chance to even really have an opportunity to play there. So I think if we can somewhat get him back to his Swansea form, I think we'd do all right for 2.5 million. There's probably something in his contract if he does join. If we did get relegated somehow, I'm sure there'll be something in his contract iron there. His wages are quite high too with being a City, so there's questions there. But anyways, guys, let me know, have I missed anything? Obviously, there'll be another one probably this weekend too, so keep up for that. Did I miss any ins, outs? What have you heard? Let me know in the comments below. Share around, like, all that stuff, and I'll see you this weekend. Ta-da.